Hey, peace. What's happening, everyone? On our deal with.
Ooh, yeah. Nah, nah, nah.
Suddenly there came a sound from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind, like the rushing of a mighty wind, like the rushing of a mighty wind. Come and fill our hearts again, like the rushing of a mighty wind.
Yeah, blessings. Once again, you know the routine. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. All of that helps. So you don't know. Without any further ado, let's get started. Hey, Derek, what's happening?
What's up, brother? No, my question was about the X on the Jamaican flag. What is the meaning for the X?
The X itself?
Yes.
Well, I know the X is the yellow part of the flag, and the yellow in the flag, or the gold part of the flag rather, and that gold just symbolizes the gold in the flag symbolizes the natural resources of the country. The natural resources and the sunlight of the country. So it's more the color that has symbolism rather than the X, as far as I know. The colors represent things. I don't know if there's a specific reason why it's put in an X.
Okay. If the only reason I was just wondering because the X is the same X as the X on the Confederate flag.
Ah, okay. And it's the same X in the word X-ray. Interesting. So
Now,
what's your
'cause
point?
if you look around the world, you'll find that same X on a lot of different countries' flags. And I'm starting to realize that the Confederate X is a lot older than we were taught. And I'm starting to understand because the Scots are coming to light. And the Scots are saying that they're from America. So, and if you look at the Scottish flag, it's an X. It's the same exact X. So now I'm just starting to correlate, like, did everybody come here or did we go everywhere first is the question. Because if that's the answer, we went everywhere first, then reparations is a different conversation than what really happened.
Hang on, Derek. I'm trying to put together how you're putting together the idea of the X and then y'all being everywhere first. So you're saying that
Look at the flag. All right, look at the flag. If you look up the Scots flag,
okay,
it's an X. It's the same exact.
And you're
X.
saying it's an X because there were black people there?
The Scots are saying the original Scots are black people. And the original Scots are saying that they're black people from America.
Okay, and you're saying that the X represents those black people?
I'm just trying to put two and two together because the X on your flag.
I get that, but I'm trying to figure out what are you coming up with when you put two and two together? Or is your two and two telling you that wherever there's an X in the flag, then that means there are black people that started that country?
It's sort of looking that way, yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that that's the point you're making, because I want to know what the point you're making before I even try to speak to it.
Well, okay. As you know, the story's been told that we are from Africa. Now, is
Okay.
there a case ever been made that we are not from Africa and we are Americans?
Okay. But before I go there, like
Mhm.
if the X represents black people, why would the
Right.
Confederate flag have an X on it?
Well, maybe you've been lied to about who the Confederates really were.
Okay, so the Confederates were really black people? The Confederates are black
Uh,
like the Scots were black?
yes, I can say yes to that part.
You would say yes, the Confederates are
Yes.
black people like the Scots are black people.
Contr- con- yes.
Yes. So in the South in America, it was black people that enslaved black people.
Well, like your label,
Although
the
if
title
if
to
it's in
your
the South,
conversation starts. Now you said on the title of your conversation, slavery or indentured servitude. Now we've come to the conclusion from what we've been taught that slavery for us that looked like us was a certain way, and slavery for certain people looked a different way. But now, are we really getting the full story? Or are we getting a bit of the story so we can make a picture of what we think things were like?
okay, so I hear what you're saying, but I'm more I'm more interested in what you think things were like. So in
Well,
the South, in the Confederacy, the Confederates were black people that were fighting to keep slavery.
or how about they were fighting to keep indentured servitude,
Okay. So
which
the
is
Civil
contract,
War, so the Civil
which
War
is
wasn't about
contract.
slavery. It was about the Civil War wasn't about ending slavery. It was about ending indentured servitude. And the black slave masters didn't want us to end indentured servitude.
Well, indentured servitude is totally different from the picture of slavery, correct?
Yeah, yes. And you're saying
Okay.
that the black
So now
slave
let's
owners
say
wanted to keep white indentured servants? And that's why they went to war, was to keep their white indentured servants?
no, 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 no. Hold on. Let's
Okay,
say
because you're gonna have to like spell out for me exactly what you're saying. Because
okay.
if I'm like what it sounds like you're saying to me,
Uh-huh.
like what it sounds like you're saying to me, if I ask you about it, it may sound like I'm trolling you or something. But I'm not trolling you. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what you're saying. I'm trying to get at the heart of what you're saying. So and that's what I'm trying to get at, like what you envision the South, the Confederate States in the South to have been, because what you're saying goes totally counter to what history says. You're aware of that, right?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yes. I know exactly. Yes.
So where do you get your information from? If it goes counter to the history and the information that we know and the records that are there, where are you getting your information from?
Different sources. It's all sorts of different sources of information.
What's one of your
Um,
sources that says the Confederates were black?
my own genealogy.
Your own genealogy?
Yes, my own
So
family.
you're a descendant of a black Confederate?
Yes.
Okay, so did you own slaves or slaves and indentured servants? Did your ancestors, I mean, did they own slaves or just slaves and indentured servants?
Indentured servants.
Indentured servants. Do you think you
Yes.
owe them any reparations? Their descendants. Do you think you owe the descendants of indentured servants any reparations?
Like me personally or my family, or what do you mean?
Yeah, you personally, because FBA today is asking for the descendants of slavehold. Like they wouldn't, if they could, they would go straight to those descendants of slave owners, and they think descendants of slave owners who have benefited from it should pay reparations. So do you support the FBA claim for reparations?
No. I don't agree because that's not the correct word. Reparations is just not the correct word. It's restoration. Um,
So you believe that FBA should get restoration?
well, it's their land.
Okay.
It's their resources. It's their money that this whole you call United States economy is based on. So yes, they should
So
be restored. Period.
okay, so you mentioned that it's their land. You didn't mention anything about slavery. Should they get restoration because they were slaves, or because it's
Well,
their land?
because okay, slavery, as what you were taught, is different from how it really was. There's what you call indentured servitude. Indentured servitude is contract working. Because
Right. That's not
that's what
slavery, though. That's not slavery.
it,
That's different.
and I understand that. That's why I'm telling you, in 1864 or 1865, when they freed the slaves, those are the people that they freed. Indentured servitude, not the government only picked up contracts. They freed the people that were contracted. So these are indentured servitude. So these are free people that's working under a contract, under states' rights. So this is the confusion that we have as the people that were educated in this country.
Okay. So, but what's the point you're making, though?
My point is, how come we can't have a conversation about restoring these people from what they were?
The indentured servants or the slaves?
No, 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 no. The American people as a whole.
As a whole, including naturalized immigrants, naturalized citizens
No,
like me. So what do you
no,
mean as
they
a
don't
whole?
have. They don't have an inheritance here. You have an inheritance where you're from. You're from Jamaica, right?
Okay.
You have an inheritance there, right? You have a birthright.
Do I have an inheritance there?
You have a birthright in Jamaica,
A
correct?
who? A house?
A birthright. A
A
birthright.
a birthright
Yes.
to my family, to my family's land, you mean? Or a
To your
birthright
family.
from the government?
No, a birthright from your family. To your, do you have a birth? Do you guys get issued birth certificates in Jamaica?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now your birth certificate ties you to your genealogy, correct?
Yes.
Now, did Jamaica started making money after the colonization of Jamaica, or did Jamaica have anything going on before then?
You mean during slavery time?
Before then,
Before
is there
slavery
any
time?
economic? Is there any economic basis of Jamaica before that time? Yes,
Before the white man came?
correct.
Did the native Indians that lived in Jamaica, did they have an economic system?
Yes.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had some form of economic system.
Okay, so that means that your birthright would be tied to that ancestral monetary system, and that's
Of
what
the
you need
native
to be
Indians?
restored to.
So who would I
Your
go to
family.
get that birthright? Who would I go to for that birthright? The native Indians or the Jamaican government today?
Are Jamaicans, or are the original Jamaicans, are they Indians?
The original Jamaicans, the original people that lived on that island, from what I understand, yes.
Okay. Do you know what specific tribe? Arawak, Taino, do you know any of that history?
I've read it. I'm familiar with it. I think the Arawaks, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, one of those tribes, a couple of those tribes are
Okay.
there.
So if that's the case, you as a Jamaican, you have a inheritance, which is your birthright, which comes from your country's existence before colonization.
Okay, so the native Indians left me an inheritance.
That's your family, correct?
Okay, so who do I go to for that inheritance?
Now that would be the question. See,
Okay, that's why I'm
this
asking
is
it. So who do I go
okay.
to?
So now you would have to link that with the other Indian tribes of America. So if there are Indian tribes in Jamaica, that means there's the same Indian tribes all along those islands, correct?
Okay.
Throughout the Caribbean.
Right, but I'm trying to. So who
Okay.
do I go to for my inheritance?
This would be
I don't feel like you're getting me. Like I feel like you're saying stuff which you're not getting to. Like I
the
don't feel like
Jamaican,
the answer to
your
that question
Jamaican
is
government,
approaching.
your
The Jamaican
Jamaican
government today.
government, your Jamaican government has those files that will access you to your inheritance.
So I would go to the Jamaican government,
Yes,
and they have the money. The money is there. They have
they
my
have
inheritance money.
your inheritance. Does okay? Let me ask you this question: does Jamaica have a gold reserve?
Does Jamaica have a gold reserve?
Yes.
I would imagine so. Yes.
Okay, so if they have a gold reserve, that ties you and your family's inheritance to that.
But that gold reserve has nothing to do with the native Indians.
No.
Or are you saying that
Yes, it
gold
does.
belonged to the native Indians?
Yes, it does.
The
Because
gold
the
belonged to the
current,
native Indians,
you got
so
to
I have an
understand the
inheritance in it.
currency. Yes, that's why gold and silver is a legal tenure in America as a whole, as a continent, North, Central, and South.
Right. So your thing has nothing to do with slavery. It's just about inheritance,
It's about your
restoring
restoration
our
of your
inheritance.
inheritance is worth more than any reparations you could think of.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you know of any restoration of inheritance move? The same way there are reparations for slavery movements. Do you know of any restoration of inheritance movements that's going on?
No, that needs to be started because there
Have you
because
started? Have you considered starting it?
I've already started on my own family.
Really?
It's a
What's it called?
What's it called? What? It's called doing your genealogy.
It's called what?
It's called doing your genealogy, your family history.
Doing your genealogy?
Yes.
You mean getting a DNA test?
No, sir. Doing your genealogy, sir. Very different from a DNA test.
And that's the movement. Wait, the same way, hold on, the African Union has a program known as the Global Reparations Fund. That's the name of their program. I'm asking you, do you have a program like that, like a inheritance restoration program?
No, you don't need a program. This is your own history. This is your own story. See, your family has a particular story that ties into this, just like my family.
Okay.
Everyone's
Have you
family
gotten
that
your
is
inheritance
indigenous
yet?
to this land.
Have you gotten
on
your
right now.
inheritance?
Yes, I'm working
You're
on
working
that right
on it?
now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, all I'm saying is, since you're working on it, like I wouldn't know where to start in Jamaica. I wouldn't know where to start making a claim of my inheritance. But if you know, if this is your thing, like I'm trying to figure out, why don't you start a program? Like, why don't you start, so, and set up like a program where you show people step by step how to go through the process. Have you considered doing that?
Well, the process first is everyone needs to do their own family genealogy. That's first.
I get that, but that'll be step one of the process that you present people, and you can even show them how to do their genealogy, because some people have no idea where to even begin. You could make money off of it. You could get a cut of everybody that you help. You could get a cut of their inheritance.
I understand all of that.
You should start the program.
I understand all of that. I do.
Go ahead, Derek. Say one other thing, and then go ahead.
All I'm saying is basically, once you do your genealogy, you'll know where you stand as a person of American, indigenous, and Indian heritage. So therefore, now you'll know what to go for. You'll know what lands are yours. You'll know what inheritance is yours. You'll know what industries your family was involved in 300 years ago, 200 years ago. So you would know what to look for. Now, without those paperwork and that documentation, you don't know where to go. Now you're looking for an organization, or you're looking for a movement. The movement is you learning your family. So basically, learning your family is you getting your birth certificate, you getting your mother and father's birth certificate, and then you get your mother's birth certificate, and then you get your mother's parents' birth certificate on each side, and keep going. It's that simple.
All right. Like, you should consider creating the program, though. You could make a quick buck.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one, hygiene a do it. That's why enough of dead, yeah, rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills, we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep an eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go late. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seat. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets so we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life.
Everybody a priest and them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life. This a real ghetto life. Yeah. Everybody just a pre-success. When me looking at the street, you me see enough stress. Them all a fight for who reach up next. Everybody want floss and a beat up chest. Juvenile in a them teen love sex. Them a breed the fast money, them no need subjects. And if you're unfortunate, please don't vex. Also the things said cause the streets don't rest.
Inna the streets so we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life.
Everybody a priest and them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life. This a real ghetto life. Yeah. It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one, hygiene a do it. That's why enough of them, yeah, rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills, we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep an eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go late. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seat. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets so we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life.
Everybody a priest and them want it though. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life. This a real ghetto life. Yeah.